Please subscribe and ring the bell to be instantly notified of In Hindsight /Balik Tanaw episodes. Please like and share this video and all my videos across social media. Please support the show on PayPal, where you can give out any amount you want, or on Patreon. Patrons can watch Balik Tanaw /In Hindsight videos earlier than everyone else. They can see their names at the end of videos, and they can even request videos about a song, a movie, an album, a TV show, or even on one-hit wonders. For full details and to become a patron, visit patreon.com/baliktanaw. And thank you to my sibling G-G Arts for the microphone I borrowed for this video. Welcome, I am Emir, and let's look back in hindsight. My sibling and I rarely cross paths as to our favorite music nowadays. Where we share any favorites, usually she likes it first, then I like it. Then she becomes tired of it. That's my magic touch. Ting! I Melt With You was the first, at least the first song I featured here with that backstory. The second is the one I'll be talking about today. I first heard She's So High while my sibling was either singing to it or listening to it. I checked it out. It resonated with me, so I liked it. I sound tripped it a lot. Then, I grew tired of listening to it. Why? Because I felt hopeless. There will never be for me. She comes to speak to me. I freeze immediately. 'Cause what she says sounds so unreal. Well, there was one, but I already talked about that in an old video. Watch that if you want to. Enough about me now. Let's turn to the story of this person, singer-songwriter Tal Bachman, and join me as I dive into that age-old question. Is he a one-hit wonder? Bachman is from rock royalty, the son of Randy Bachman of the Guess Who and Bachman Turner Overdrive. Through She's So High, I discovered You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, a song I love. The story of that song is similar to Scatman John's Scatman Skibabadop-bop-dop-bop. Let's try one more take. Scatman John's Scatman Skibabop-badop-bop. Hey, I tried. Both songs use adversity, stuttering to their strength. Fun fact, when I listen to She's So High, or when I sing it, I immediately follow it up with You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. 'Cause she's so high above me. You ain't seen nothing yet. But Bachman, Tal, I'll call him Bachman for the rest of this video. You'd think he'd easily get a record deal with this familial connection. Nope. In an interview with Lisa Leigh Parnay, please correct me, of the Christian Science Monitor, Bachman said, quote, "My rejection list is like a who's who of the industry," unquote, says the 20-something Bachman, referring to the 58 rejection letters he received for his demo tapes, and, quote, an article on BMI quotes Bachman saying, ditto, quote, "In my experience, kids who've had prominent parents take a little longer to figure out who they are," end quote. Lisa Leigh Parnay of the Christian Science Monitor wrote, quote, "His music had, quote, no attitude, unquote. Hey, it was the 90s. Attitude was king. Remember Quack Pack? The record companies told Bachman, quote, I know there's no attitude. They're just songs, unquote. Bachman would reply, playing music professionally wasn't an obvious career choice, end quote. Bachman said, quote, the ironic thing is that I thought as a teenager, well, I might become a musician or guitar player, and if I do, I don't want to play like my dad. My poor dad. He was probably thinking, oh, my dreams have come true. My son's learning how to play the guitar. But I would not let him show me anything. I just taught myself, and I had all these books. End quote. I understand his sentiments. He did not want to be typecast. Typecasted? Bachman recalled his childhood influences in an interview with Steve Newton. Quote, there was a lot of great music that came out in the 70s, remarks the die-hard ELO fan. Unquote. Wait a minute. ELO? Hello again, Jeff Lynne. Not the first time he shows up in any of my videos. And spoilers, it won't be the last. Back to Bachman. Quote, and I was surrounded by that kind of music. Not that we intended this to be like a retro album. But I'm a big British Invasion fan as well. And like 80s Britpop. It sorta ends for me with the advent of the alternative shoegazer bands, which produced a few gems, to be sure, but meant nothing to me. End quote. Bachman pursued a different path, but rock and roll calls him, and no one knows how far he'll go. How did Bachman see the light? Quote, he was switched back onto music by a guy named Plato. Yes, that Plato. What happened next? Quote, during the summer of 1996, Bachman received his first big break. Grunge music started to implode, and one of Bachman's tapes made it into the hands of the top brass at Columbia Records. Suddenly, things started to click. Persistence paid off. Columbia Records stepped up to the plate and offered Bachman a record contract. The result? His debut album, Tal Bachman. End quote. Yes, another one-hit wonder where the album is named after the artist. As I have said repeatedly, I wonder how much the marketing department got paid for that brilliant idea. Now, let's dive into the album, saving the quote hit unquote for later. Darker Side of Blue has a good production. It's not smothering. I can understand the vocals. A recurring problem with my one-hit wonders is that I can't understand the lyrics because of smothering production. This isn't the problem here. Until Tal went falsetto. This track shows, according to Steve Newton, quote, that the youthful musician takes some influence from the guitar-drenched melodicism of 70s power pop. End quote. I like the melody, the beat of this tune. There's some energy here. You know, for a song about being blue. Get it? Blue? Sad. I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. Anyway, in this case, the character in the song insinuates. Who says that? Insinuates. Anyway, he suggests that someone who's big, someone from high-class society, also gets sad. He wonders, quote, you walk in the room with your attitude. You've got an awful lot to prove. At the end of the day, when you walk away, Are you on the darker side of blue? End quote. Okay, there's no excuse for this. You may be having trouble making it. You may be stumbling into roadblocks towards achieving your dreams. I feel you. Making Balik Tanaw / in hindsight videos full-time isn't a walk in the park. I don't have that YT though yet, although I'm receiving a few support from the most surprising sources. But being down in the dumps is no excuse to drag others down. Quote, if you read the signs, maybe you'll find you will accept my point of view. End quote. This is a classic case of crab mentality. I already talked about this in my top 10 Eraserhead songs video. Please go watch that for more detail after watching this review. If You Sleep is a slow song, which I don't mind. What I do mind is this. It sounds whiny because of the falsetto. At least in the, quote, big hit, unquote, the falsetto is in the word high. It's predictable. Get it? She's so high. What about in If You Sleep? The falsettos are in the most unexpected of places. I'd even say the wrong spots. They caught me off guard. Also, why holler like Michael Jackson? Totally unnecessary. This isn't a joke. As we say in Filipino, parang may kinakatay na manok. It's as if a chicken is being slaughtered. Is this a song about death? The chorus also seems to give this away. Quote, and if you sleep with God. And if I cry, it's for my heart. Why should I hope to make it through? 'Cause if you sleep, I'll sleep too. End quote. Maybe this is just Romeo and Juliet the song. Again, nothing is original. Nothing comes from nothing. I talked about this in my fair use videos. If this song is about death and mourning, I guess the misplaced falsettos work then. They echo the wailing, the agony, the pain, especially in a slow death. What do you think, my dear viewer? I'll say this, the out-of-place high notes made me play this song on my head while I was editing the script for this video. Bachman said on Behind the Vinyl, uploaded by Boom 97.3, that If You Sleep got Columbia Records interested. But Bachman had to write the quote hit unquote to clinch the deal. You Love Like Nobody Loves Me. At least its intro and piano riffs sounds like Lean on Me. Glee version. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. The lyrics are bitter. Quote, and nobody cares. No one really knows me. And nobody shares the other side of me. End quote. The music highlights the self-loathing. I just don't think the melody works with this line. Quote, but you love like nobody loves me. End quote. It sounds ironic. This person is sticking to you through thick and thin, and this is how you describe their love? There's a word for that. Looks like you have to rediscover what you have in common. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? Strong Enough doesn't have the energy of the quote hit unquote. None of the songs so far do. But, lightning never strikes twice. Or does it? Maybe Tal Bachman the album is another concept album. Is this another story about love? I guess that's the reason these performers are one-hit wonders. Their albums are good concept albums. So good that None of the songs can be separated. None can stand out on their own. What do you think, my dear viewer? And then, one line snapped me back to reality. Quote, "Are you strong enough to love me? Are you lost in love or crazy?" Unquote. Quote, "You'd tie me up, but are you strong enough to love me?" Unquote. Wow, that's self-indulgent. You're testing them? Unbelievable. In Filipino, we call it kapal ng muka. You don't know what it's like has a, I'm not sure. I think there's a harmonica playing. This track is as energetic as the quote hit unquote. But man, the ego is just getting bigger. Quote, "You don't know what it's like to be like me. You don't know what it's like to go between. I'll write a weekly letter and keep you wondering what it means to be like me." Unquote. There's a fine line between self-deprecation and self-importance. Tal Bachman, the album, not the artist, crossed that line. At least it's not a slow droning song. Or else, this would have been a huge turn-off for me. I almost wanted to give up on listening to the album. I Wonder, unfortunately, is a slide back to the slow droning music. Pretty music. And a return to the falsetto. Too much falsetto. Add the wails of agony. And if you sleep, it makes sense. Maybe? But in I Wonder, I'm not so sure. The song is about a person asking for advice from their parents. Quote, "Tell me, how can a son be a father, a mother, a daughter, and I be a man someday? Well, I wonder. Yes, I do. I really wonder." Unquote. The agony works though, if the relationship between parent-child is not great. But if that were the case, why ask advice from a toxic parent? I don't sense any sarcasm in this song. This isn't ironic. This is a straightforward prayer, plea for advice. Beside You is an acoustic track, a sentimental one. The most boring for me so far. I just don't like slow songs. The vocals sound like the Beatles, or at least 1960s. Again, nothing comes from nothing. This song is a proclamation of devotion. Quote, "When you and I are gray, when youth has gone and life is dimming, I promise that I'll stay beside you like we were beginning." Unquote. Oh boy, isn't there any way to proclaim your loyalty to one person other than through a saccharine track? Love at first sight, you get a shut up and dance. Kiss me, you get, you know. But let's stay, let's live together, let's get married, till death do us part. This isn't just an issue in Philippine music, it seems. I decided to take a break at this point. The album was draining me. As I said in my top 10 worst Philippine hit songs of 2019 video, even if the music is fine, the lyrics can make or break the deal. Please subscribe and ring the bell to be instantly notified of In Hindsight /Balik Tanaw episodes. Please like and share this video and all my videos across social media. Please support the show on PayPal, where you can give out any amount you want, or on Patreon, Patrons can watch Balik Tanaw / in Hindsight videos earlier than everyone else. They can see their names at the end of videos, and they can even request videos about a song, a movie, an album, a TV show, or even on one-hit wonders. For full details and to become a patron, visit patreon.com/baliktanaw. And thank you to my sibling G-G Arts for the microphone I borrowed for this video. Romanticide sounds like a song that would kill romance. Why? It's that whiny sound again. Also, this sounds angrier than romantic. Makes sense though. This is another breakup hangover song. Quote, whoever said to take it on the chin, whoever said that good guys always win, has never seen the sorry state I'm in, a victim of romanticide again. Unquote. But, not gonna lie, I was banging my head to this. I'm glad I took a pause, because I was now starting to enjoy the album. Looks Like Rain is another headbanger. Makes sense. This has the same topic as the last one, a breakup hangover song. Quote, I loved but knew not who, belonged but not to you. I'm a man of modern hue. Unquote. It's bitter, but at least it's not a slow droning, self-pity, wallowing piece of The only downside, I can't understand the lyrics once Bachman goes falsetto. You're My Everything is another sentimental devotion song. I have to ask, why sap the energy when it comes to devotion songs? Seriously. Damn, the whining makes it even worse. The musical style here better fits a breakup hangover song. I won't like it though. I prefer angry breakup tunes. Also, quote, baby, you're my everything, unquote. No dude, keep some for yourself. Don't give your all. I am free. Master has given Dobby a sock. Master has presented Dobby with clothes. Dobby is free. I Am Free, the album closer, is a slow burn. I thought this would just be an acoustic, and when the other strings came in, I thought this would just be a mellow song, an easy rock song. The production became smothered as the song played. It's as if the mixers got lazy. It's the end anyway. As we Filipinos call it, maskipaps. Also, again, the falsetto makes Bachman undecipherable. Maybe it's easier to read hieroglyphics than to understand the eyes. I just don't know what they're supposed to be free from. Free from a relationship? Because, quote, I gave you all I am and all I hope to be. Now I am free, unquote. Is this a breakup song? Or is the freedom from one's parents? Because there's this line, quote, even though the ocean roars, and the storm is bold, and the rain is cold, here I was born, unquote. Or maybe this is just don't look back in anger. Again, nothing comes from nothing. Tal Bachman the album is a concept album, I think. There's a love story here, but told in medias res, just like Mano po. The story jumps, and is not told straight. I could be wrong though. Maybe this is just a mismatch, and together, they just so happen to feel like a coherent love story. What do you think? The album has good tunes. It's a slow burn, with punches at the end. But the lyrics are questionable. They're poetic, yes, But I can't agree with them. I didn't enjoy the ego boosting disguised as self-loathing. But that's just me. Critics were impressed. Martin Huxley on BMI wrote, quote, "You don't know what it's like, and Darker Side of Blue reveal Bachman to be an accomplished tunesmith and magnetic performer, while If You Sleep and Beside You demonstrate a compellingly introspective streak." End quote. If being introspective means being self-centered, then count me out. Let's now talk about the quote hit unquote. What's the story behind the quote-unquote hit? Bachman said, quote, "I approached the rich and fancy, good-looking girl, and I said, my stepbrother's birthday is coming around the corner, and I know this sounds weird, but if I gave you $50, Canadian dollars maybe, because Bachman is Canadian, would you take him out for a dinner and a movie?" Unquote. Bachman goes in deeper with the writing process and the pressure he experienced in crafting this well-remembered piece of popular culture in the Behind the Vinyl video uploaded by Boom 97.3. 97.3? So, is Bachman a one-hit wonder? Based on previous definitions of quote hit song unquote, She's So High was a hit, peaking at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100. Of course, this song is a staple of popular culture, including a movie release 10 years after the song peaked. If that's not a testament to staying power, I don't know what is. Well, there's also Taylor Swift to thank. But Bachman didn't have any more hits. So yes, he is a one-hit wonder. What happened next? Bachman said his self-titled album was the only one he recorded for Columbia Records. I can't find any article saying why he and the label parted ways. Who dropped who? I don't know. His next album, Staring in the Sun, was released in 2004. He also experienced personal issues with his faith and his marriage. Balik Tanaw / In Hindsight is not the place to discuss the personal lives of others unless it's relevant or it impacts their work being reviewed here. So, if you want to learn more, you may check out this article. But don't worry about him. He is fine. He had been touring with BTO, Bachman Turner Overdrive, before the C word. He and his dad have a YouTube channel now. I checked it out and thought, great. I started my channel earlier than them, but they have more views and subscribers. Oh well, In Hindsight / Balik Tanaw will make it big too. I still believe that. For how long? Heaven knows. Another one-hit wonder? Do you want me to review Tal Bachman's other album? Or maybe even the Guess Who's or Bachman Turner Overdrive's works? Then, please support the show on patreon.com/baliktanaw. Thank you.